and the twigs, and that could be like a little bit damaged. Other than that, it's going to be harmful to humans.
Morning, everybody. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know where Holly's at. She's here somewhere. She disappeared in the back. There she comes. I see her down the hallway. Happy hump day. Hope y'all ready for some rain. It's starting to get wet this afternoon. Maybe even this morning. May see a shower or two. Look at you bringing your laptop up here. You must be planning to do work while we're on the morning show. What are you doing with that?
Just have it.
No. That's not true. What are you doing?
I just have my laptop, so I'm not looking at my phone as much.
Your messages come up on there.
I know.
It's like the same as having your phone.
No, I'm like this on my phone. At least I'm looking up and...
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's bigger.
Missed y'all yesterday. Morning, Philip. Nikki, hello to you. Glad to be back. It's a bit of a lie. I don't know. I slept in yesterday. It was good. Yesterday was cool, though. We got to do those interviews with the students. It was kind of neat. I did the interviews with the students.
I did.
Holly did not.
Yeah, so I just sat there and did nothing with my thumb up my butt.
Next time we're gonna switch jobs. You do the interviews.
I don't wanna do that.
Some of the interviews were good. Some of them were difficult.
You don't mind talking to people.
Thanks, Philip. Philip enjoyed the interviews. He said they would have been terrible if Holly did them. That's what he said.
I'm moving my lips and my city top bones.
Happy Wednesday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. It's up and running. Another day of fun. The Wednesday edition of the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including Emsella treatments. This is the time where you're really starting to get outside and run around. It's good weather, and you want to run and play and do, and urinary incontinence gets you. Not with treatments from Dr. Van Winkle. Emsella can solve these issues with in-office treatments. They're non-invasive. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. Wednesday means Wednesday's Worst Criminals. That's coming at you later on in the show. We've got Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Movie, birthdays later in the show, and whatever other fun we stumble upon in the next hour, 2 hours, I guess is how long we're here for today. Temperature update outside the Thunder Studio is going to be another warm day. Not as warm as yesterday. We got up to around 90 yesterday by the time it was all said and done. Right now we're at 64. We're going to get closer to 83 today. There are chances of some showers and storms today, and that really picks up overnight tonight. And then we got a really wet pattern the next foreseeable future, honestly. It's going to be really wet Memorial Day weekend, unfortunately. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. All graduates get 30% off this week at Wisteria Hill Boutique. So y'all get on by and see them. Spend that graduation money at Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street near downtown Manchester. Get you a full weather forecast in a minute. But first, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She is your Manchester Chamber of Commerce president-elect. She is Holly. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Yes, Holly. JC said, don't look so happy, Holly. It's hurting me. And he said that. I looked over there and you're like this. She's
Sorry,
trying.
guys. I've been trying to be on something of a diet, and I have to tell you, it's making me feel like
I wonder who brought us those Fairlife proteins.
Dana brought them. I knew who brought
Oh,
them.
okay. Well, I drank one. I didn't know who brought them. I could have killed myself. Could have been poison.
I knew who brought them, but I'm surprised that you just drank milk off the front.
Well, it's not milk.
I know it's not milk, but
It's a good thing because it was out in the sun for a long time.
not a long time.
No, it was out there for a while. They weren't even cold anymore. And I was like, I don't know if we should drink these. And I was like, forget it. We'll drink it. Now Holly's questioning whether she should drink it or not.
It's only got 150 calories in it.
For 30 grams of protein, it's a good switch.
That is a really good switch. I could drink 2 of those a day, and I would have my protein.
For you, yeah. You should have to.
You should have 2.
I just make a suggestion. That's great about you get to the Memorial Day and the July 4th season is the music. You know, like
What'd you say?
so the great thing about like when you get to Memorial Day and like Independence Day holidays is it's the music. You know, you have a lot of patriotic stuff you can't play. Well, you can, but it just doesn't fit as good.
It's like playing Christmas music in July.
Yeah, I mean you could play it any other time, and it fits, I guess, at other times, but it hits different when you get into the summer months, I guess. Right, summer in the South and some James Brown. It just goes.
I'll never not think of Rocky.
Yeah, she's seeing Apollo Creed right now. Is this where the Russian beats up and kills Apollo Creed, or is this another?
Yeah,
scene?
it's very sad.
If he dies, he dies.
You will lose.
All right, we've got comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community, y'all. We are 2 days away from high school graduation. We talked about this, right? Holly just gave me a look.
I didn't feel right.
That's a thing. So that's Friday. What's wrong with your bell? Okay. We are 2 days away from high school graduation. That is Friday here in Manchester. I mean, some other people like Tullahoma graduated last week. So if you're listening to Tullahoma, then we're not talking about you. We're rarely talking about you unless it's bad. And then we may be talking about you. So high school graduation for Coffee County is Friday. And we talked about this some yesterday on the morning show. If you missed this, we were doing senior sunset things yesterday. So we weren't on the cameras, but we were on the radio, of course. If you ever turn on Facebook or YouTube and Insta and or Twitter, we're not on the cameras. The radio is still on. I promise you. If it's not on, something's bad wrong. So head on over to 107.9 FM and catch us, or Manchester Go Out. But anyway, graduation's Friday. We talked to some administrators on Tuesday or Monday at Senior Sunset, and they were telling us, look, if at all possible, we're going to do this thing outside. If it's raining, we're going to go outside. The only thing going to stop us is storms, lightning, and really strong winds or something like that. So we're going to keep our eye on that and let you know. But right now, they really want to go outside. If they do go inside, each graduate will get 6 tickets to go with them. So I'm thinking about scalping some of ours out front.
I know people are not going to agree with me, and that's fine. You can have your opinion on how you want to do things, and that's completely fine. It's just this one is mine, and I would rather sit outside in the rain
100%
than in that gym.
Than be crammed in the gym.
Like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't even like being in there during a crowded basketball game. It gets hot.
At least if I'm outside in the rain, I can move away from if
It's still crowded,
if
but I
I,
can.
if I feel
yeah.
like I need a little space, I can get up.
Sure,
Where am I going? Where am I going to go in
you're
there?
stuck. You're just stuck.
Somebody at Felicia at the bank yesterday was telling me her daughter graduated in the gym. I've never been to an inside the gym graduation. Yours was.
Mine was, and then I've been to another one in there to cover
My
it.
sister's
Yeah.
was, but I didn't go just because of the number of tickets they're allowed to have.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I don't know, but she was saying it was ridiculously tight in
Oh yeah,
there.
they pack you in there like sardines,
She
man.
said you were touching, and she said you can't move. You can't move the whole time. There's just nowhere.
No, there's nowhere to go. And somebody like on the same row as you, 20 feet down.
Put me on the field in the rain. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, and I agree. Lightning makes me a little nervous, but and somebody on the same row as you on them wooden bleachers, 30 feet down, flatulates, and you can feel it vibrate all the way down. You know that's going to smell. The air is stagnant in there. So you want to be outside, I think. It's where you want to be. But we'll let you know. That's coming up on Friday. We are, one of my questions was, if you were administrator and it comes crunch time, what's your decision? I guess you just gave us your decision. We're sitting outside in the rain.
At 100%. Yeah, absolutely. I want to sit in the rain versus in the gym.
We are 5 days away from Memorial Day 2024. We're 10 days away from Cars and Coffee. It's back the first Saturday of the month, and that's next Saturday. That'll be June the 1st from 9 to 12 at the Coffee County Administrative Plaza. Car cruising. It is a lot of fun. We are 22 days away from Bonnaroo, 43 days away from July the 4th, Independence Day holiday. It's all coming up all so fast here in Manchester and all over the world. And let's see. Couple other things. Congratulations to the Coffee Middle School golf team, CTC champions, for the 3rd year in a row. About Rachel Williams, she can get something right.
Not the stat,
but coaching the golf team. 3 years in a row, CTC champions. It's pretty impressive. Beat Tullahoma 10.5 to 1.5. It's always good to beat Tullahoma and then beat them bad,
Yes.
So congratulations to them. And Jaden Birdfellers signed yesterday to go to Bryan College in baseball. So some sports news. And then tomorrow, Xavier Randolph will be at the state tournament slinging the discus. Slinging it.
Oh, I've got one.
Okay. Holly?
The Rotary Club is having a car show. That's going to be Saturday, June 22nd at the Rotary Park. Registration is from 9 to 11. Judging is from 11 to 2. It costs $10 to register. There are going to be awards for top 10, best of show, kids' choice. And music's going to be down there provided by Thunder Radio.
Yeah, how about that? Are we going to be down there?
It's what this sign says.
Well, I guess we are. Yes, we are.
You can tell that was the first time I had heard that news because I was like, oh, look what we're doing.
Yes, we are. We will be there. I'm excited about that. Stuff's in my calendar for, a month or 2 or 3 out. And I'm like, I don't even pay attention to it. Then all of a sudden, like 3 days before, there it is. And I'm like, oh.
Also, they're going to be collecting school supply donations, including monetary, Clorox wipes, earbuds, and dividers.
I will also be collecting your monetary donations.
We need a tip jar, don't we?
Yeah, I like if you want me to play a certain song, like I'm going to play trash music. And if you want me to play something different, pay me.
He's going to play Fancy by Reba.
Ooh,
and if you want him to
that's
change
absolute
it,
trash.
you got to come put some.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play music people don't like at the piano bars. They play a song and you want to change it. You go give them money and more money than the last guy, and they'll change a song. That's what I'm going to do.
I like it.
A little business idea we just came up with. Make a little extra cash on the side. So that's comings and goings. That's what's happening the next few days. So we always open up the show with that. Anything else here, Holly, we need to discuss?
Let me think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'll wait. While we wait on Holly, let me tell y'all, washed my truck yesterday. Went, really gave it a good wash. Scrubbed it, did all the sprays and the waxes, and nice and shiny. Looks good. Looks like it rolled off the lot. And then I drove the girl one to Murfreesboro. She had a doctor's appointment, so I drove her there, and I came back with the remnants of 27 dead cicadas on my windshield. It's like hitting a bird. Scared the girl when she was looking down at her phone, pretty typical. And I hit one, and she jerked up, and her phone kind of came out of her hands. She was like, "Wow, what was that?" And I was like, "It's cicada." Entire windshield's covered in those now.
The Manchester Public
I
Library.
was wondering when Holly was going to
If
join
you
in.
don't follow them on Facebook, you absolutely should. They've got things coming up like their summer reading program. They're going to have a kickoff for that. It's going to be. I can't find that flyer.
Well, we can talk about it later when you find it. Holly's
Anyway,
just
they're
jumping
going to
into
have
something.
s'mores and stuff. But also during the summer, they're having like a station tour at the Manchester Police Department. That's going to be in July 9th.
Who the police department is or the library is?
The library
confused.
is having a tour of the.
Okay, you confused me. I thought we were
Police-
talking about the library, and then you started talking about the police department. I got
What part of that was confusing? I said they're going to do a tour.
you said they, and I don't know who they is.
Library.
Okay, well, you didn't clarify that. I don't know who they is.
They is the library, and them is the police
There you-
department.
Y'all should just know.
They are going to tour them.
It's like when you're telling a story about two girls and you say her and she.
You just did this the other day, and I got on to you.
No,
And now you're going to turn around and throw it back on me.
I don't recall that. Was that on the air? 'Cause
Joshua
it didn't happen
Kurt.
on the air. It didn't
Yeah,
happen.
you know. Anyway, you get to meet police officers, tour the facilities,
Holly's a professional.
see the equipment and the vehicles.
Is this still going on? Is this still a thing?
Also, the fire station.
Is it the library
They're
also
going to tour
taking them?
it,
Tour it.
learn about fire safety, equipment, and vehicles. And
When is this? I don't even.
it's in July the 2nd.
How do you sign up? You just go, or are you part of the summer reading program, or what? Like how would one?
Why are you asking me so aggressively?
Because I feel like
You're getting
you put the information
irritated.
out there, but then I didn't hear the information on how to do it.
You can RSVP.
How do you do that?
How about go to the Coffee County Manchester Public Library Facebook page, scroll till you see that flyer, and
Okay,
you click it, and it says RSVP. There's a little Google document over there.
there we go. Google Doc. We can share it over on our Facebook page, maybe. But you put it on our calendar, right? Can you put it
I
on?
just saw it this morning.
Okay, well, I'm going to make a
Just
note
saw it.
that they are going to go to the police department and fire department. Put on calendar. And I'll remind you later.
I want to hire someone to do the calendar. I don't want to do it anymore.
Well, that's great because I have ideas about that. So,
Yay!
yeah, I had a lot of ideas last night about business development,
Oh,
radio
good.
station. I wanted to talk about them, but Holly goes, right when I was about to fire up that conversation, she goes, "I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep right now." Like, and I think she could feel the conversation coming. I think she could feel the energy in the
I
room.
could sense it.
And she goes, "I'm really tired. I need to go to sleep right now." That's how we were in the living room.
He was about to either ask me to do something or about to talk my ear off, and I didn't want to do either.
And she goes, "I'm not kidding you. That was I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep right now." And she was up
Right
off the
now.
couch and gone.
You were, yeah. Because you can't let him think you have any energy at all. You have to shut that down. I do not have the energy to carry on a conversation with you. I need to go to sleep immediately.
I'm determined to have a productive summer, and it's not been a productive couple of days for me. Monday, Tuesday, I didn't get a lot done.
No, that's not true, Josh. Yesterday you tore up 2 bushes that I had been asking you to get
I
up.
did, and
And
you ought to see how impressed Holly was with my ability to
I knew
work
it
the
was going to hit
machinery.
the house.
It was
There's
right next to the house, and I had
2
an excavator.
bushes next to the house, and we've got a mini excavator out at the house because we're fixing to dig plumbing.
Maybe
And-
eventually.
And I was like, hey, while you got that, go over there. And I didn't realize how big the bushes got. They grow quickly and very tall and bushy. And I don't like it when my plants touch the house. I don't know why. I don't feel like they need to touch it. And these did. The limbs were like, it's some kind of willow bush.
They grow fast.
And it seems like I'll go through and I'll cut them, and then 2 more shoot out where there was one before.
Well, they're very stringy. You know, it doesn't grow even at all. Dana over on the camera is very concerned about what your diet is. She's asked a few different times. Holly's diet is just try not to eat too many calories.
Right? That's what it.
It's pretty
Cut
much
back
what she's
calories.
on. Lower calories, higher protein. That's what she's on right now.
Sometimes
get Tiffany to put you on a program.
I don't think so.
I think
No,
that
I
let's
don't.
get Tiffany
No.
to put you on a program.
Tiffany is on another level than I am.
Yes.
That's not going to work for me.
I don't like to tell Tiffany what I've been eating.
She
asks me what I eat, and I tell her, and she's like, "Oh no!" And then I get a lecture.
She's very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I am not. Currently, my diet is this Fairlife.
For the moment, that's what it is.
Thank you for that. It is very delicious.
Plenty of ways to catch the show. You can watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube each and every Monday through Friday on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile cameras. If you want to be part of the show, and we usually keep the conversation going during the break, you can watch or listen to the show on AM 1320, FM 1079, worldwide on the Manchester Go app and at thunder1320.com. Why are you laughing?
I am Kelly on The Office when she tries that diet where she's just drinking lemon water.
Yeah. She's like, all I gotta do is drink lemon water 6 times a day.
Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper.
It's gonna
Just ordered a bunch of bathing suits, size 2.
Gonna be amazing.
And
That is how I feel on the inside right now.
And then later, she tried the diet where she just wore the Skechers shoes. You remember those Skechers? They lost a lawsuit over that. I think it was Skechers, where they were basically like, "Oh, you lose weight by wearing these shoes." And she's like, "These are basically like a gym for my feet." And she was eating a Snickers bar, so she's like, "I don't have to worry about what I eat."
When I worked at the hospital, a lot of the doctors and nurses at I started to say halftime. I need a vacation or summer break or something.
Summer break. It's different accents this morning. I need a vacation, a summer break or something. Like, where did that even come from?
Lunch, on their lunch break, not
at halftime, right before the band plays.
Yeah, all the doctors would be walking around the hospital in their Skechers.
Yeah. It's like a gym for your feet, Holly. All right, a quick weather forecast for you. Rain works into the forecast today. All the beautiful weather we've had the last couple of days starts to kind of fade out. 30% chance of rain today, high of 83, and then a really wet pattern settles in. We'll be in the upper 70s, low 80s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll be about 60 to 80% chance of rain all those days. Sunday, a little warmer, mid-80s, with a 70% chance of rain. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. This is the time of year where you want to get outside, you want to enjoy the outdoors, and you don't think about it really. You're like, you can't wait. You romanticize it. You know, oh, nice weather. Let's get the family over. Let's have a cookout. Let's have fun. And you forget all about ants, flies, wasps, bees, stinging, flying things. Call Patent Pest Control. Get them gone. 931-247-0781. Affordable and no contracts.
Enjoy the morning show with Josh and Holly on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. Just find Thunder Radio on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Watch the show.
Reduce fat.
She said halftime. During halftime, what's halfway through the work night usually, I guess. So it's about halftime. Let's see here. I can't wait to talk business with you later. It's going to be great. It's going to be.
I need to go to bed right now.
Calm down, Holly.
That is going to be my response to you.
Anybody else want to come run this business with me?
He don't even run let me tell you something. We got down there at the senior sunset, and my dude forgot the chairs and threw a fit.
I didn't throw a fit.
You threw a fit.
I
He
almost.
had this long pole. There's other adults around, like other teachers.
I didn't
and-
throw a visible fit. I
Listen,
just.
if this is that pole, again, it's like way long. He's like,
I was just mad that.
I'm
What
gonna sell
happened?
the station. I'm gonna sell this station.
I did say
I'm
that.
gonna burn this tent down. He was just
Because I I get up here and I think I'm ahead of the game and by packing up all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna get everything packed up and had, early in the day because I knew I had this thing at night. And then so I'm at home before we leave, just sitting there doing nothing for an hour when I could have been doing this thing. And I get there and nothing and stuff's not ready. And I'm just like, what's wrong with me? Why do I forget stuff?
I think that your plate is full. And
I know, and we're gonna work on this summer. We're gonna empty it. It's hot in here. Have you got that thing covered up?
don't you worry about what I'm doing. It's not hot in here. I'm comfortable.
Very hot.
Don't turn the air on.
I didn't.
You're a punk. I can
I'm
never be
sweating.
comfortable.
I'm
You just
sweating.
want me to be miserable.
If you're comfortable, you can afford a degree. I'm sweating. I'm stuck to a chair.
Josh.
Come feel my back. Come feel my back.
Yuck. He wants to do that after he works out. He's like, feel how sweaty I am. Feel my back. I'm like, why would I want to touch your sweaty back? Ugh.
You touched worse. Yeah, why didn't Holly pick up the chairs? Exactly. She could do something.
Are you looking for a dental office?
I said that. I said the chairs are in my car.
You went to my truck.
I'm sorry. I knew they were in my car. I wasn't thinking. He's like, it's my fault.
Well, at least I didn't blame you.
Other adults are sitting there, standing there, watching him. Just
Whether it's a routine cleaning or a complete smile transformation, Carmine Family Dental is here to help you the smile of your dreams. Don't wait. Call Carmine Family Dental
Oh, goodness.
at 931-967-6861.
I was mad. I just was frustrated. Because I knew I was going to be out there for like 2 hours. And I was like, I can't stand up for 2 hours, interview these kids. We found some chairs under the stadium. Or a metal chair. One of them old school, like, cafeteria metal chairs, I don't think they make them like that anymore. You go to the cafeteria and they get the stools, like, attached to the thing.
Call me today for all of your real estate needs. 931-409-5069.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Welcome back. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. And there's many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great. Now is the time to get that summer body. It's not too late. It's not too late. You probably should have started earlier, but it's okay. It's not too late. Maybe you're dieting, maybe you're exercising, but you need a little extra help. M-Sculpt Neo can spot reduce fat as much as 30% in the treated area. I'm talking about the booty. I'm talking about the abs, the biceps. Get the look you want. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com or go by and see his staff at 1030 MacArthur Street in Manchester. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for having me.
My fun, awesome coworker.
I'm happy to be here. I love this.
You ran your first meeting of the Chamber of Commerce yesterday as acting president.
I said, hear ye, hear ye.
Holly's the president-elect. She'll be the president next year. And the president couldn't be there, so Holly had to run the meeting. And what I want to know is, what are you going to do about all these chicken restaurants and nothing fun in this town? If you're the president of the chamber, this is your decision.
No.
You just go out and you just wave your wand around and you make something happen.
You know what I have just come to accept is that people are miserable. They are miserable and they don't want to be happy, and they don't want nobody else to be happy.
Oh, man, I saw a post on somebody made, I think it was Ashley Kraft. She helps kind of put together the senior parade or whatever. And I think she posted on Facebook, not exactly, but the senior parade was Monday. They go through town and whatever, and they end up at Senior Sunset over there. And she posted, she said, I've come to the conclusion that here in Manchester, I could give everyone $1 million and somebody's still going to complain.
Yeah.
And I don't know that she's wrong.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I mean, I swear it's like if the Humane Society or the animal shelter was raising money for homeless animals, somebody would complain that they're not doing enough to raise money for homeless people.
Right. But their cause is animals.
Why can't
And it takes different
one
groups.
group cannot do it all?
That
Well,
is
except
true.
maybe the Dusty Elam Foundation. I think they do it all.
They're a little bit involved in everything. Their hands in a lot of different areas, but yeah, it's hard to do that. So, if you're passionate about something like animals, then yeah, go raise money for animals, man.
And if you think, wow, we're not doing enough for homeless people, hey, that's your sign to step up and do something. Stop running your mouth.
Oh, here goes Holly.
Just never mind.
Here she goes.
I better not. This is way.
Here she goes.
I hate when I see folks that just can't be happy for someone.
Is this a sneak peek at your speech at the Chamber Gala next January? Because she has to give a speech in front of a sold out crowd of 350 or so people at the Chamber Gala next.
Bless you.
Man, a sneeze just hit me so hard. Usually I can hold that back. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. So she has to give a speech at the Chamber Gala next January when she's moved to president, and we may be getting a sneak peek.
I just cannot stand that. If someone does something for something else, there's some miserable soul that's like, well, they didn't do this for them, or they didn't. Why didn't you do this for them?
We caught some of that a few years ago when when the fire burnt Reese's Jeans and some of those other businesses. I think it's Most Awesome Cleaning Company, and there were some other businesses over there that got some fire damage there at the Woodland Plaza, and I think it was Misty Garrett at Snap Fitness,
Katie
Bass, and then you helped out raise some money. There were some fundraisers. I think we ended up getting like $4,000 or $5,000 per business, which is not a lot of money, when you think about it. But
no, but when your business burns down, every
to help them get
bit
through,
helps.
right? And
yeah. I mean, we arranged a 5K.
There was a 5K. There were some other just random fundraisers and auctions.
An auction.
And people were complaining about that. But you didn't do that for this business.
Yeah, later another business burnt down, but I can't
keep doing that.
That just it's somebody else's turn.
Yeah,
it's somebody else's turn to step up and.
Well, now also we didn't know that those people as well. Not saying that they don't need help. We just had a connection with those people. We wanted to help, and people complained.
That just burns me up. This is not where we're going to go today, but what's where we're going.
Apparently, that's where we're headed.
Somebody Saturday stopped me and she said it was an elementary school teacher, and she told me that, let me pull it up because I asked her later because there was a lot going on Saturday night, and I said, you know what? I said, tell me again what you said the other night. I said, I was busy and I didn't get to pay attention. I want to make sure that I know exactly what you said. And she said in the book / movie, I guess it was a book first, they made it into a movie, Wonder. I've never seen it. She said the main character said that everyone in the world deserves a standing ovation.
Yes. I think you mentioned this Monday.
I did, because it just stuck with me. And when let me I'm trying to be delicate here.
No, who cares, Holly? Nobody wants you to be delicate. Tell it how it is.
When I was in high school, like my parents were law enforcement. They had 4 kids at the time when I was in high school, 5 now, but they weren't bringing in a lot of money. Police officers don't make a lot of money. You don't go in that profession for, Yeah,
if I want, you don't the same for radio. If I wanted to make money, I'd be a professional athlete or something.
A teacher or something like that. You do it because you love the work. But there wasn't a lot of extra money to do things. So, and also they worked all the time.
Correct.
They didn't have time to put us all in travel ball. That's very expensive, or even just rec ball. I mean, we played softball and stuff.
I've seen videos. Holly was on the team.
And I was in high school. I was on the soccer team my 10th grade year, broke my leg at the beginning of the year. and pretty much didn't play. I sat the bench a lot because I was injured. So to say that I was on the soccer team is a stretch.
You were there.
I was there. I went to this
You cheered on your
practices.
team.
Yeah, I was on the team, but I wasn't. And I did play.
Until she broke her leg.
And I think I may have played a little after I broke, like towards the end of the season. I don't
You can't rely on Holly to remember any of it.
But I wasn't top 10%. I did good to graduate. That my last class, I needed to take a math test. I'm exaggerating. I graduated just fine.
No, she had to pass a test graduation morning, or she wasn't going to be able to graduate. I'm just
Basically.
here to tell you.
I was worried.
It was 5 p.m.
And
they were like, "You ain't walking unless you pass this test."
And I was not. Yeah, I didn't get the fancy cords that go on your. It was nothing. It was plain, but I passed. I did it.
Good, Holly. Good.
I graduated high school.
Good, Holly.
And later, got.
I feel like if we did it again, we could do better.
Oh, I know I could do better. I went to school, worked at the hospital 10 years. But that wasn't my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. You weren't peak performance.
No.
At that time.
To be honest, I believe I'm in my time right now.
Huh.
What?
It's as good as it gets. I got her.
It's as good as it's been.
No, you're doing great.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need any more than this.
She is satisfied.
I'm satisfied. And other folks, I feel like, just can't be satisfied. They can't be. If what? Somebody making fun of me?
Trey
I don't want to hear it. Trey, I don't want to hear it.
Story ever. She started.
I quit.
She started at 6:57. It's
done.
now 7:06, and we're still going. No, keep going, Ollie.
No, I'm done.
Yeah,
no, that was the end of it.
No, you gotta finish it now. You've made people sit through this. You gotta tell them where you're going. You can't just.
I don't know. I'm just. People are miserable. Oh. I don't know. I don't know where I was.
You barely got through high school with no chords, but you did, and now you're in your time. That's where we were. We could probably stretch this out.
Everybody's? I feel like everybody's time is not at the same time. Their point where they have a whole room stand up and applaud for them is not at the same time. Until it's your time, or when it's somebody else's time, be happy for them.
Thank you. There it is.
Maybe it's their time. Maybe some of these people are going to peak in high school.
I don't like the "what about me" people. Like.
What about you?
I just, somebody else, you're talking about somebody's getting an award or somebody gets a scholarship or somebody's top 10% or whatever. And you're like, well, what about me? But what about you? Did you get those things?
I don't know.
I was not a top 10% kid either. Believe it or not. All this intelligence over here, I was not a top 10% kid. Killer story though, Holly. Our viewership tanked by about 18%.
I'm done. You can come up with what to do on these segments, and I'm not good at this.
You're great at it.
No, I know. I'm
not
not a good talker, and I'm not a good story to tell stories like my mama.
Yeah, you do tell them like your mama.
Daggone.
What's funny is when Holly's mama calls to tell a story, Holly be walking around the house and she just takes her phone and she holds it over here.
No, I put it on speaker. That way I don't have to hold it to my ear.
No. She just holds it over here.
You shut your mouth. My mama listens.
And then she looks at me and she's like, she's still talking.
Mama, do not believe him.
She's still talking.
He is lying.
She's like,
I love your stories.
My favorite's when she called to tell us about an event that was happening down in New Orleans or it's Louisiana. Her mom calls and she's like, now there's an event down here. It's a little music festival. It's kind of like Bonnaroo, but it's not called Bonnaroo.
Thank you for
Thanks for clearing it up.
Specifying that.
I know. But yeah, she does tell some stories. And you get all the details. Not necessarily in chronological order, but they're the details. And the girl one starts to tell stories like that now, too. It is really funny. And then she gets upset if you tell her that she's like, hey, speed this process up. She gets mad. And she'll be like, fine, I'm not going to tell you no more.
Well, this segment has just went to
off the rails. I don't know where it was going, but I don't know. It's interrupted obituary time. I do apologize.
Be happy for others.
There we go. That's what we were going for.
I guess that would have been the fastest way to say it.
No, we had to fill some time, so it's okay. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. We got Name That Movie when we come back. Can you believe it's the last couple of days of school?
I'm gonna fight Trey.
Yeah, he's talking trash right now. I don't know when she started telling that story, but it started in my driveway, and I'm now in Tullahoma city limits. That's real tough to do.
Oh,
I believe that. I don't think he's exaggerating.
Yes, he's exaggerating. He's listened to you too long. Y'all are just a couple of real knuckleheads.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
WMSR.
You have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money.
Did you like that shake?
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it.
30 grams of protein already.
And probably some upset stomachs. Have y'all seen some of this latest stuff Joe Biden's saying? Like some of these really weird quotes. Where'd you go, Holly? She'll be back in a minute. Jessica Addison said we missed the presidential election listening to this story. Thanks, Holly.
Y'all are awful.
Joe Biden here.
Can't y'all just be happy for me?
He talked a lot about erectionists storming the Capitol. He kept saying erectionist. He said it more than once. And then we got this one. I sent this to you. Did you listen to this? I say to every young man thinking of getting married, marry into a family with 5 or more daughters. I did. My wife is the oldest of the 5 sisters. You know why? Because one of them will always love you. What even is that? Like, what does that even mean? Here. This is not the most professional way to do this, but I think you can hear the audio if I play it. It'd be more professional if I put it up on the screen.
Every young man thinking of getting married, marrying a family of 5 or more daughters. I did. My wife's the oldest of 5 sisters. You know why? One of them will always love you. Not the same one. One of them will always be on your side. That's the biggest advantage of marrying into 5 daughters.
What does that even mean?
I say to every young man thinking of getting...
What does that even mean?
Dr. Carmine says, what does Holly and Joe Biden have in common? Story time.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh.
Y'all are...
Jessica said, I don't think we want to know what that means. But didn't Hunter start hooking up with his brother's widow? Like, is that...
I don't know. I don't know.
Keep it on the family kind of thing? The erectionists keep storming the Capitol. There have been several. The last couple of days.
What we were going to talk about that segment was Butker.
Oh, Harrison Butker?
Yeah,
And
that's
his
what...
jersey sales are going through the roof.
That and just... we haven't got to talk about...
We did talk about him some last week.
No.
Yes, we did, because you voiced your opinions on it.
I talked about it to you.
It was on... Well, it was on the cameras. It was on the show. It may not have been on the air. It may not have been on the radio.
It wasn't.
But it was on the cameras.
No, I don't
Yes,
think
it
so.
was, 100%. Y'all, she don't argue with me over what happened or what didn't happen.
Yeah, his vice presidency during the
There's a pandemic, yes. Barack said, get out to Detroit and fix it.
We'll have to talk about Butker later.
Trey said, is that last segment over yet, or is it still happening? Yeah.
What are we even doing here? I don't
Name
know.
that movie. Name that movie here.
I gotta find Praters.
Yeah, our last show on Monday was some of our best viewership, by the way. So y'all keep it up. Keep sharing it, telling people. It's great.
861.
Enjoy the morning show with Josh and Holly on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. Just find Thunder Radio on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube to watch the show.
Back on the Thunder Radio morning show, Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. I tell you what, it's hard to believe school is almost over. We just got a couple of days left, and I know those kids are about to be a bunch of wild hooligans the next couple of days. I can't imagine trying to be a teacher right now, Holly. I'm trying to keep them kids controlled for the next couple of days.
I think they should bring the paddling back.
Hit them. Hit them kids. All right, we've only got, we got a few fun segments ahead of us. We got to name that movie and name that tune, but only a couple more days with the kids. So I'm sure they won't be waking. Every year, the kids are like, I'm going to wake up during the summer and listen to the show. I'm like, no, you're not. We run into some kids that say that, and then they don't. It's okay. I don't blame you. Get your parents to show you how to download our podcast. You can listen later. Tell us about Praters.
Saturday night at Praters is KK's Jam.
Boom. That was Holly's musical debut at KK's Jam.
Yeah, I've played the drums in KK's Jam.
You should go up there this Saturday and play.
I should.
You should just go up there and jam.
I should.
Do it.
But I won't. Bring your instrument, get on stage, and jam out with everyone. You don't have to bring your drums. They set up a set.
Yeah, you can play with the house set.
I did bring my own sticks, though.
Highly recommend bringing your own sticks.
And always delicious food from the best pulled pork in Middle Tennessee. From burgers to wings at Prater's Barbecue. 620 Woodbury Highway. Why are you looking at me?
I'm trying to figure out what that said right there and what I sent. I may not have sent the right thing, but it's okay. It's good. You did fine.
It says from the best pulled pork in Middle Tennessee to burgers and wings at Prater's Barbecue. That's what I said.
Yeah, you just didn't read it with that cadence. It confused me. It's all good. It's all good, Holly.
I wish you'd just leave me alone. I know
they're
that.
hiring too. They need some help days and nights, and they got very busy summer with events and concerts, and so chance to make some good money. They need day and night shift wait staff. So head on over and see them at 620 Woodbury Highway. Talk to Julie about that, and she can hook you up. All right, it's Name That Movie.
It's
right?
Name That Movie, and it's so difficult today.
Challenge.
I don't think you're gonna get it. So if you do get it, I'm gonna give you a little Thunder Radio basket of goodies.
What are they going to get? Like a basket, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Thunder Radio basket of goodies up for grabs. If you can name that movie today. It's one. It's the one.
Yeah, just the one.
Clip one here.
Clip one.
What?
My check is only for $735.
I thought you were getting like over $1,000.
Taxes. They took half of my money away for taxes and some savings and pension plan.
Ha ha ha. Real life. Welcome to paying taxes. I just have a sneaky suspicion most people who voted for Joe Biden don't pay taxes. I'm just saying you can't see that come out of your paycheck every week and be like, yeah, let's keep doing it like that.
Play it again.
I don't even know the name of this movie. If somebody calls in, you're going to have to tell them if they're right
Did
or
I
wrong.
not type it in?
It's typed in, but it's kind of cut off. Morning show.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Wow, that is the right answer. Wow.
How did you get that so fast?
I love that movie. That was like the best movie back in the day.
It was. It was. Yeah.
I think I've seen it. I can't remember.
Who
the-
are we talking to?
Sarah Bond.
Sarah. Good job.
Good job, Sarah. All right. Well, come on by. We got some Thunder Radio goodies for you, okay?
I need that goodie bag. I'm one of those teachers that got to deal with the kids all day.
Yes.
I know.
We feel for you, Sarah.
How are they holding up here at the end of school? I'm sure they're behaving well.
Oh, they're fabulous. Me, Matt, and Brandy, we're doing great.
I believe it. That's something I believe. Come on by and get your goodies. Have a good day.
Yeah. Anybody
Bye-bye.
Anybody want to get a teacher gift? Go get them a beer token from Common John. They need it.
They need a gift card from up there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we. I do. I think I remember that movie. I think I've watched it. The 80s movie?
Ooh, that movie came out in. I don't think it was later than 80s.
Was it?
I think so. Let's see. Don't.
We'll wait patiently on Holly to look it up.
1991.
91. So close.
Christina Applegate.
Annette was just saying her voice. Christina Applegate's voice, I think.
I loved her. I loved her in Married with Children. I thought she was so pretty because in 91 I was 6. You know, and I can't remember what her age in the show was. She was the oldest sibling, but I don't know if she was teenager or early. Surely she wasn't. She was driving, so her character had to be over 16, of course. I don't. But she's going to work and working in a big company. But I just remember thinking, oh, she is so pretty. I want to dress like her and I want to wear my hair big like her.
Holly's still trying to bring back big hair. That's something she's still trying to make happen.
I would have to do something to it. Fix it. Not really. I'm not really one for fixing hair.
She's really on this bubble braids kick. This is kind of the daily thing for her now. Sarah said she's 16 in the movie.
Is that all?
Yeah. Is she 16 or she's playing 16?
I wonder how old she was when she filmed that because she looks older than 16.
Well, just see how old she is.
Are you going to do the math?
I'll math it for you. When was she born?
Do you know a remake come out?
Playing 16.
This year, April 12th.
I didn't know that.
All right. Christina Applegate was born in 71.
71.
So she'd have been 20.
Yeah, when that movie came out.
Oh, you like how fast I did that? Easy
Didn't even
math?
need to math it, did you? So
okay,
close.
That's what she looked. To me, she looked about 20, but I guess she was playing a 16-year-old.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. It is 68 degrees, sunny skies right now. We do have a chance of rain in the forecast today, so the perfect weather. Yesterday's weather was just perfect. Just warm, sunny, calm winds. Today, we're going to get a little windier. We see a 30 to 40% chance of rain, and that picks up tonight a 60% chance of rain, and we really hit a wet weather pattern over the next several days after today. Weather for our temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Graduating seniors get 30% off this week at Wisteria Hill. They got all your great summer clothes ready to go. Stop by and see them at 205 South Woodland Street near downtown Manchester. Online, WisteriaHillOnline.com. Quick news break when we come back. Stupid Silly Stat.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This local news update is brought to you by Spring Market.
I had a story to tell y'all.
Oh, it's only a 6-minute break, Holly. I don't think we can fit it in. Go ahead.
I don't really have a story.
Oh, I thought you were being serious. Yeah, pray for Holly. She's got to talk business today, so she's not going to be in a good mood there.
I don't have that on my schedule.
It is now.
No, I've got reconciled today.
Yeah, we got to talk business at some point.
If you take me to Common John, we can talk business there.
Yeah, get a little breakfast. Have a little corporate staff meeting. Sounds like a plan to me. And then we'll stay up there and we'll have breakfast and we'll chill too long, and then all of a sudden we won't get any of our work done.
It's not Sunday.
That's true. Jessica said, "Holly, feeling sleepy now."
Am I?
Because I want to talk business.
Yeah. I need to go to bed right now. Do not pass go.
Yes. Breakfast burrito. The girl one's got to take an exam today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She woke up. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see.
Mark Bassett told Thunder Radio, quote, "I'm as confused as you are, but here it is in a nutshell. The last finance director didn't do her
She's
job.
awake.
Either she didn't know how or she just didn't want to. So our
Well, I just have the saddest videos show up on my.
Stop watching them. She sits and watches sad videos and cries, and then wonders why sad videos pop up.
I'm gonna tell you, I will always cry when they do the soldier come home videos.
Yeah.
Like the kids are
They
at
get you.
school or at a game, and then their parent
Comes out of a
walks
costume or something. Yeah.
and then they cry. They're so happy. One of my favorite ones is this boy, and he's doing his like karate class or kickbox class, and he's got a blindfold on, and he's supposed to hit the mitts blindfolded, but it's his dad holding the mitts, and he doesn't know it. And he's hitting them for a while, and then his dad says something, and the boy kind of hesitated, like that sounded like my dad. And then the dad said something again, and he took the mitts off and couldn't get the blindfold off fast enough.
No,
but
that's good.
The force of which he hugged his dad,
Right.
It was just.
I can appreciate the creativity in those, the way they'll do some of those sometimes. I do not appreciate creativity in gender reveals. Like I think that's trash. That's a garbage tradition that we have started, and it needs to
I
go
don't
away.
mind gender reveals.
It's all fun and games till somebody dies because we used tannerite and somebody's grandma got killed or wherever that was. I mean, what are you doing?
I just don't like it to take a long time.
Yeah, and
where sometimes it's like, okay, they'll pull something out of a box and it'll be pink, and then it'll be blue,
No.
and then it'll be which one is it? You got to get to the end.
I mean, I don't mind if you wanted to do a cake where you cut the cake and it's pink in the middle or blue in the middle. Okay, that's fine. But we've gotten to where we do these crazy things now. We're gonna shoot fireworks, whatever color the fireworks are.
A plane going by skywriting.
I know.
In pink, girl.
Yeah. How much money? You could have saved so much money. It's a whole industry.
My gender reveals were when the ultrasound
right.
tech was like, boy, it's a boy.
Solid. And then you got on the phone and you called everybody because text wasn't really much of a thing. It's a boy. And you didn't post it on Facebook probably because it was just coming along. MySpace,
Back
maybe.
in the day, your gender reveal was when you had the baby and it was a boy or girl. You had no idea.
We got to find out. When did they start being able to tell on the ultrasounds? When did that start?
70s.
I would like to have lived in the 70s. 70s, 80s. That seems like a better time. I've made the Manchester form several times for 8 or 9 pounds of tannerite going off at one time. It rocks. That's Dr. Carmine there. I wonder, because every now and then people do get on there like, y'all hear that explosion?
It's Dr.
That's
Carmine.
Dr. Carmine. We did a pinata filled with blue candy and let Jacob bust it for Brady's gender reveal. It takes an eternity for a 2-year-old to bust a pinata. Right? It takes an eternity for an adult to bust a pinata.
Yeah, the 1970s.
70s.
At 11 weeks, accuracy was around 70%.
That's crazy because now people still don't know what they are. Doctors were 70% sure in the 70s what you are. And now people don't know what
50-50.
Maybe I'm this today. I don't know. Depending on the season. During the summer, I feel more like a man. Because we got summer season people now. With their summer pronouns.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Tummy tucks, laser liposuctions available right here in Manchester. Breast augmentations as well. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. All right, we're here till 8:30. We've had some fun this morning. Sarah Bryan, winner on Name That Movie. Congratulations to her. We got Stupid Silly Stat coming up in just a minute. We got birthdays later on in the show. It's Wednesday. That means Wednesday's Worst Criminals, I would assume. Holly, is that what's
You're correct.
later on in the show? But right now, we have Joke of the Day.
Brief pause.
Oh, well, that's cool.
This one was sent in to us from the Reeds, and I love that when their kids hear a joke or someone hears a joke out there, they think to send it to me now.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, that's funny. I'm going to send it to Holly for the morning show."
You know what? This is great. The amount of Thunder Radio shirts I saw at Senior Sunset the
I
other night.
know.
So many Thunder Radio shirts.
What kind of language do chickens use?
I don't know, Holly. What's that?
Foul language.
That's pretty good. Oh, Holly, well done.
Thanks. It wasn't me. It was the Reeds.
Well,
it was the Reeds.
Thanks to the Reeds.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. So we've been talking about their tire sale, haven't we? And the great deals that they have on tires right now is the best prices of the year on their tires. Well, here's the deal. They're up in the ante here, Holly. They got a big summer giveaway. If you purchase a set of 4 tires with installation or a custom dual exhaust, now through Friday, July the 5th, you're going to be entered for a chance to win a 65-inch Roku TV. You get an entry ticket with your purchase. They'll be drawing on Monday, July the 8th. So that's just another reason to go down to Freedom Automotive, get your new set of tires. They're having a big tire sale, and you'll be entered to win that Roku TV. 65 inches. Holly, go ahead.
According to a recent poll, kids say that this is the number one thing that will put them in a bad mood in the morning. What is it?
You send it to me?
I'm sending it to you now. It's a little hard to read because it's in the middle of some other stuff. According to a recent poll, kids say that this is the number one thing that puts them in a bad mood in the morning. What is it?
That's a good one. 728-1320 or 728-3526. Dr. Carmine says waking up. Kate also says waking up. That's not going to be the answer. That's a natural function here. You got to wake up. But I do appreciate the sarcasm there. Philip says having to get out of bed, having to wake up. Like everybody's coming in with that same answer.
Waking up.
After waking up, this is the next thing. According to a recent poll, kids say this is the number one thing that will put them in a bad mood in the morning. What is it? Morning show.
Waking up, talking to your mama.
Waking up, talking to your mama. Not it. Good try. That should put you in a good mood.
I will say that our boy one has always woken up in a good mood.
He wakes up kind of like I do.
He wakes up happy.
The girl one wakes up kind of like Holly does.
She is a monster.
I'm just an absolute monster. I got 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park for the winter today.
Okay.
2 tickets to Beach Bend Park. How about that? Big prizes today.
According to a recent poll, kids say that this is the number. What?
Trey said oatmeal.
Somebody must have had a fit about oatmeal.
I love oatmeal. The flavored kind.
Kids say that this is the number one thing that will put them in a bad mood in the morning.
Jessica says not having their usual breakfast item available. I can understand that.
Oh, yes. We've had plenty of fights.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't any more donuts.
My favorite's when they're younger and they're like, of course, we fed our kids real healthy. So the girl one liked Oreo Pop-Tarts or whatever. And that's what we got. And all of a sudden she's like, I don't like these. And I'm like, you've ate these for 2 years. Morning show.
Having to do chores.
Having to do chores. Good guess, but not it.
You're kind of on the right.
Yeah, kind of. But not right. This is the number one thing that puts kids in a bad mood in the morning when they wake up. Morning show.
Hi, is it rushing?
Rushing. That's a good guess, but that's not it. That'll put the girl one in a bad mood in a hurry.
Well, it's her own fault.
Oh, I know. She dilly-dallies and dilly-dallies and dilly-dallies.
I hope she's not listening now because we're like
piling on this morning.
But
probably not. She's probably not listening.
You are a handful in the morning.
She is a beast. Trace is making the bed.
Well, Trey's wrong. You hear that, Trey?
Morning show.
Having to make their bed.
Make the bed. Good try, but not it. Morning show.
Having to go to school.
Having to go to school. Okay. So that's not it, but you're kind of close. So having to go to school. That's not it, but they're kind of close
Two
right there.
closest answers we had were going to school and doing chores.
So let's see if y'all can put that together. 728-1320. Kids say this is the number one thing that'll put them in a bad mood first thing in the morning. And go to school and do chores have been our closest guesses. Morning show.
You got to go to the theater when you get out of school.
Not it. Good try. I used to have to go to the babysitter in the afternoons. Several different ones. Morning show.
Being rushed.
Being rushed. Good try, but not it. Morning show.
Having to run errands.
Not it. Good try. Morning show. Hello?
Existing.
Great guess, but no. This is the number one thing that puts kids in a bad mood in the morning. And the closest guesses we've had are go to school, and then we had another guess. It was do chores. Y'all try to put that together. Morning show.
Yes, waking up in general.
People love their teenagers, huh?
Parents are fed up.
Morning show.
Going to work.
Going to work. Good try, but no. Morning show.
Go to work.
Not it. Good try. Man, I thought somebody would have got this by now. I had to do this a lot.
I did too.
I had to do this a lot in my school days. Morning show.
Forgetting to do your homework.
Oh, forgetting to do your homework. So close, but that's not going to be it. It's so close. Morning show.
Brushing their teeth.
No, not it. No. All right. The closest guess we had is didn't do your homework. Morning show.
Having to do your homework in the morning.
Having to do your homework in the morning. That is the right answer right there. What's your name?
This is Brandon of Freedom.
Brandon. Yes, Brandon. That is the correct answer. Having to do your homework in the morning time puts kids in a terrible mood. Good job. Thanks for playing.
Sure.
All right. So, yeah, I had to do that on the school bus a lot. And not only I didn't forget it, I intentionally didn't do it. I was like, I got a 20-minute ride on the bus tomorrow. I had plenty of time to do 3 hours worth of homework.
You went home and played Madden.
I went home and played Madden, yeah. I was like, well, I got 20 minutes to the school and then another, 15, 20 minutes to the next school because I had to go to elementary school first and then the high school or the middle school or wherever I was going. So I was like, I've got a solid 25 to 35 minutes to do my work here. I can definitely do 4 classes worth of homework. You're trying to find somebody that did it. You're like, hey, did you do this?
I hate office work. I hate sitting down and doing.
It's a terrible job.
Like sitting at a desk. Even now, I hate it. I hate it. Some folks say, oh, you're going to miss this when you're gone. Not me. I never at any point was like, oh, you know what? I miss being in school. I didn't miss that at all. I mean, school is great.
I miss, playing sports and stuff like that. I don't miss the schoolwork side of it.
Let me tell you a little story, Josh.
Who actually
Back
misses
when I
this?
was in high school, I played soccer.
Yeah, I hope y'all got a lot of time. But who actually misses the work? I mean, there are a few people and like they're like professional students. Like they get out of school.
I don't think they miss the work.
Yeah.
But some people had such a fun social life with their friends that it overshadowed the school work. And it was like, wow, high school was great because I had a lot of friends. Well, I didn't. Does that sound pitiful?
Well, it sounds about like now.
Okay.
But you don't want friends.
It's not that. I appreciate them very much, and I just don't have to. I can be friends with somebody and not have to have long conversations with them.
Yeah. She doesn't need high maintenance friends.
Yeah.
She's not going to provide the maintenance you require. She'll shoot you a text every couple of weeks, see what's up. Maybe we'll hang out every
What's
couple
wrong
of years.
with that?
You know? I said, in a couple of years, let's catch up. You can keep up with people on Facebook now. You know?
Mobile Patrol.
That's where most of my class reunion is. All right. Congratulations to Brandon, winner on Stupid Silly Stat today. He's got 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park waiting on him. All right. We got more fun this morning. Wednesday's Worst Criminals coming up in a minute. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company at 210 Woodbury Highway. So they're open this morning, starting serving breakfast. Today will be a perfect day to sit out on the patio, grab your breakfast burrito, do a little work there. See, would office work be okay sitting outside? Would that be better?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we'll work from Common John Brewing Company, and you can too. Always a family-friendly atmosphere. 210 Woodbury Highway, online at commonjohnbc.com. What are you laughing about?
The stat was this puts kids in a bad mood in the morning. And Trey said, got to listen to Holly tell a story on the radio.
That's pretty solid. Pretty solid right there. They just want to play games, and here's Holly with a 25-minute story.
Back in my day.
Shut up and play games, clown. That's just what they want. All right, we got birthdays later, too. Call them in, 728-1320.
Coffee County Bank is here for all your banking needs. Whether you need a checking account, a money market.
Our friendly experts are here.
Josh, I've already had 30 grams of protein this morning.
Solid day.
And almost a full bottle of water.
You're going to be ripped like a potato chip by the time that pool gets done next summer. I'll tell you what.
That's more protein than I have probably on any given day already. It's only going to go up from here.
You were proud of that one. She was smiling before she even got to the bell. Trey said, I agree. I'm good with my 4 friends. Yeah, we just small circles. I just don't have
like if somebody was like, do you know Trey? And I'm like, yeah, I'm friends with Trey. I would consider that, well, unless he don't stop giving me such a hard time. I'd be like, yeah, we're friends with Trey, but we literally never see Trey.
Yeah.
We talk to him on here and text.
Yeah, it's like we're friends with everybody.
Sometimes when they have a yard sale, I'll go by.
Yeah. Y'all selling some
But
nice stuff?
That's all I need.
I still need to look at that Blackstone. Trey, you still got that thing? Or do you sell it? I'll have to read a bunch of reviews for a couple of years and decide if I want it. People try to talk me out of the 30-inch one, 2-burner. They said I have to have the 4-burner. Sold it. So good. I don't even need it now. I can take that decision out of my hands.
Why is this a study found tiny shards of plastic in human testicles?
Is that why it hurts when I go pee sometimes?
No, that's probably something serious. You're getting about that age where you need to go have your...
I think I was explained to me that it was probably a ruptured cyst or something like that. Because every now and then, just occasionally, you talk about just some sharp, cripple to your knees pain. But it can be shards of plastic.
Well, it says you're not supposed to heat plastic in like the dishwasher or microwave because it could put fragments.
Yeah, we're all going to die of crap like that. It's like it's impossible to avoid it. How are you supposed to avoid all the things that, I guess, move to California because they're outlawing everything out there. There'll be no way to get cancer out there at that place.
California is a cancer.
True that. Of course, their laws seem to have created a lot of homeless. There's homeless camps bigger than our city out there. So that's Wednesday's Worst Criminal next.
trying to send you this. This is you.
My Bluetooth not on? That's what's wrong.
Do people like melon and feta salad?
Back on the Thunder Radio morning show, where I'm running a show and Holly's having her own little show over there on the side where she's just talking about salad, and we're back on the air and she's just like, what are you even saying? What were you asking?
Melon and feta salad. Like, do you like fruit in your salad? Like
No.
watermelon and cucumbers and onions and olives?
I like my salad to be more salty than sweet. I like meat, bacon, cheese. Yeah, I like more of the salt than the sweet. I don't do sweet salads. I went somewhere had like a strawberry glaze on it at one time, and that's just not my thing.
Anyway, that's literally what I was doing.
That's what Holly's doing over there. We got a whole show to do over here. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. M-Sculpt Neo can tighten up that body. Talk about spot-reducing fat as much as 30% in the belly area. Tighten up the abs. Wouldn't that look good at the pool this summer or at the beach or the lake? Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. It is Wednesday. That means Wednesday's Worst Criminals. All right, Holly, let's go.
We learned that the world's first robot suicide has taken place. An iRobot Roomba 760 cleaned its owner's kitchen. When the robot finished its kitchen chores, the owners turned it off for the night. The robot restarted itself, climbed on the stove, pushed a pot out of the way, and turned on the burners.
What's there video? Is there video?
How did it get up there?
I don't know. Is there a ramp?
Did somebody set that on fire and then be like...
I'm sure. It's funny, though, when you think about it.
I know.
Tired of cleaning this filthy house. I'm done.
A 9-year-old boy turned a lemon into lemonade. Neighbors complained that Corbin Potter was selling lemonade without a permit on their block. He was raising money for a children's hospital. The police shut the kid down. Can you imagine having a police officer come over and telling a kid to shut a lemonade stand down?
I think that's the dumbest thing.
However, owners of Baton Rouge, a restaurant in Ontario, that's a...
Baton Rouge, a restaurant in Ontario. Sounds like the way my grandma names cats.
He's an all-black cat. Got white paws. I call him Face.
That's what my grandma will do. I'm like, well, where did you come up with that name, Grandma?
Anyway, this restaurant said they'll let Corbin put his lemonade stand up in front of their restaurant, and all the proceeds will go to the children's hospital. A would-be robber rode up to a bank in Mexico City on a skateboard, announced his robbery. He may have had a strange getaway on his skateboard, but the teller set off a silent alarm, and the robber waited while she counted out the money. Police showed up and arrested him and confiscated his...
How are you going to wait on him to count the money?
Right.
I'm going to make sure I'm getting what I'm asking for here. Some of the worst bank robbers. And I'm not for robbing anybody, but if you're going to rob a bank, you're going to need to put a little more thought and planning into that. You're getting into federal crimes here, you know?
Right.
Like, it's not like you went down to the 7-Eleven. Again, we're not robbing the 7-Eleven either. I just feel like more effort should be put in.
So a 13-year-old boy ran away in style when he left Italy in his adoptive father's Mercedes-Benz and made it 500 miles, 13-year-old, 500 miles in an attempt to see his birth family in Poland. That's kind of sad. The boy said
How old was he?
13.
500 miles, a long time.
He said he's said to
way.
be a very good go-kart driver. He
Hmm.
drove the automatic for nearly a day before German police stopped him. I guess he had gotten in a fight with his adopted mother and ran away.
Kids are a little spoilt. I mean, he's got a Mercedes Benz to drive.
A soccer referee has filed a lawsuit contending that he's been left impotent after a coach ran onto the field to protest a call and grabbed him.
It's probably them plastic shards of people have found. Talking about a minute ago.
He's suing the National Soccer Federation, seeking $240,000 in compensation after he said he ejected a player last year and he was attacked by the team's coach.
And the coach grabbed him?
He attacked me on my private parts. I was crying.
Who does that?
I couldn't get myself out of his hands. End quote.
That's a quote right there. Who does that? I'm talking about the coach who attacked this guy. Soccer they can be an odd bunch.
Oh goodness. I bought this book and it's called Worst Criminals.
You did?
Yeah, it's an ebook.
Oh.
Or like a, like a Kindle book, whatever.
iBook.
3 men were recently deported from a country because they were declared too handsome. The men were visiting from the United Arab Emirates. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you got it.
When they were spotted by Saudi religious officials at a cultural festival. The Saudis arrested the men and told them that they were too handsome and they might tempt local women to fall in love with them. So they were deported back to
get out of here.
UAE.
So have you seen this is kind of a sad one. A lot of our worst criminals, like the soccer story there, are quite entertaining. But did you see where this guy went to Turks and Caicos and had ammunition in his...
Oh, that story
it's awful.
Pitiful. He didn't know it was in there.
He had like 2 stray bullets in his luggage.
They had went down into the corner.
There was no gun. There was no clip. He at some point
took
they
it
were
on
in
a
there.
hunting trip or whatever. And
Well, the 2 bullets, they found them searching the airport there. He's facing a minimum of 12 years in prison.
And, that's awful. That is so awful.
And they're like, they said the United States State Department had put out a travel advisory on that. In several countries, they're like, look, we can't get you out of this. These are their laws there. You better be careful. And they've, some of the couple senators from the United States have traveled over there and asking for leniency. But they just don't know that that's going to work. He's pled guilty, and they're hoping that he gets some leniency here. He's got a 1-year-old. This guy's got a 1-year-old.
Oh gosh, that's
But here's the deal, though. What is the number one business in Turks and Caicos? What do they do over there? Because if I'm an American, there's no way I'm ever traveling there to give them any money.
It would be definitely.
It's got to be tourism.
Tourism, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, are they secretly a huge, producer of cocaine or something? Like, I don't know what they do over there for money.
I know. I think it's just their beaches.
Yeah. So I'm not going to Turks and Caicos. That's not going to be a place that I'm going to go if that's how we're going to act.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I get it. That's their
laws. Give us our guy back
or whatever. But can we not do some kind of criminal intent here? Like, I mean, the dude didn't have a magazine, have a gun. It's pretty clear this was a mistake.
He's not got any kind of record.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound like these spoiled Americans should be able to go do what they want in other countries. I'm not trying to sound like that, but can we not give some kind of meaning to or some kind of weight on intent?
Yeah.
That's just me. And that's fine. If that's how they want to act, we just won't visit there. Or I won't.
We probably weren't ever going there. maybe on a cruise or something. But if I see that as one of the cruise stops, I'm not going.
Yeah. We're not
I'm
going
gonna-
on a cruise. Not going to happen.
Solidarity.
I feel like they'd be the kind of people put you in jail for 15 years trying to steal a shell.
We got in trouble.
Holly got in trouble with trying to get a conch.
I wasn't trying to get. I did. I successfully.
She dove down like 10
snorkeled
feet, got that thing.
and got a conch shell.
I told her she was going to be more clever sneaking that thing on.
It showed up on the X-ray.
I know. You got to stick it in your pants or something. She stuck it in her bag.
It was huge. It's not going to fit in my pants. I don't even think I was wearing pants. It was like a bathing suit cover up. Where am I supposed to put that?
Not going to put it in my pants.
Yeah.
Excuse me, fellas.
Plenty of room.
They're going to kick me out of this country. The ladies may not. Can't have that gentleman here. Yeah. Handsome, that's a word for it. All right, the Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. Thanks for playing along. Wednesday's Worst Criminals. Every Wednesday, usually at this time. We got birthdays coming up in just a minute. We're here until 8:30. Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. I want to give you a full weather forecast right now. So today, a decent day, but not as good as the past couple of days. We're going to see more clouds. Going to be a little cooler, around 82, 83, and a 30% chance of showers in the forecast during the day today. A 60% chance of showers in the forecast overnight tonight, mid-60s. And that kind of kicks off a string of wet weather days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're looking at a 60 to 80% chance of rain all of those days. Friday looking like the wettest day, unfortunately, for graduations. And we stay in the upper 70s, low 80s, and the overnight lows right in the mid-60s each night. Sunday, we get a little warmer. We're going to be up in the mid-80s, but a 70% chance of rain. It's going to be a wet Memorial Day weekend. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. It may be wet, but pests do not have to be a problem at your gatherings. And they're going to get under the porch too. The pests don't want to be bothered by that rain. Call Tyler Patton at Patent Pest Control to make sure that this gathering is not hindered by unwanted guests. 931-247-0781. That's 931-247-0781. Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes 30 minutes.
Stimulates your muscles, tightens the skin, treatment can build muscle, add definition, and yes, get that six-pack of abs you've always wanted. And the workouts can improve too. Call Dr. Van Winkle's office today to learn more. 931-954-2125. Stop by Middle Tennessee Surgical Facility, 30 to 30 Street in Manchester. This is not
Let's see here. Birthdays. All right, birthdays. We got birthdays. For Wednesday, I got anniversary. Somebody called in earlier. Nice. Sorry, y'all. Holly just leaves, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. I have nobody to talk to, and I feel weird just talking to myself. She didn't say anything. She just left.
Hi, I'm Ray Mark.
Maybe a reason to add a third person in here.
All of our pharmacists have many specialized areas of practice and training.
What y'all think about graduation Friday? What y'all think's gonna happen? Y'all taking bets? Like we put this on FanDuel, inside, outside. What do y'all think is gonna happen?
Are you looking for a dental office that can take care of your entire family's dental needs? Look no further than Hermine Family Dental in Deckard. Led by Dr. Hermine, their team specializes
Yeah, if you're not used to protein shakes, they'll get you. Everybody's assuming the protein shakes got you. Where's Holly? Protein shakes got her. I know what they said, Nikki. I'm just asking, what do you think's gonna happen?
What?
I said, what do y'all think's gonna happen? If like you had a bet on it right now, graduation, inside or outside?
I hope outside.
I hope outside too. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We celebrate every day somewhere between 7:55 and 8:05, depending on how long Holly's stories go earlier in the show. And today we're a little bit later on in that window. We want your birthdays because at the end of the day, at 4:30, Tiffany will be on Connecting Coffee County, and she will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner was Peyton Thomas. Congratulations, Peyton. You can claim your prize here at the Thunder Studios. We will have a certificate here for you. And at the end of the week, we draw for a cake from the Food Lion. We also want your anniversaries because at the end of the week, we draw for a designer's choice floral arrangement from the Mossy Pot. Birthdays today. Caitlin Anderson has a birthday today. Larry Burris has a birthday today. Is that spelled right? Maybe. Amanda Cox with a birthday today. Ooh, that was the complete different button that I pushed. And Hillary Statham is 40 today. All right, that's all I got. And I got one anniversary. Billy and Angela Rogers. Did I write that down right? 36 years of marital bliss right there. Out of 36 years, how many days worth of stories you think you'd tell? If you added up the minutes like to hours and days, how many days?
I don't talk that much normally. That's why I don't talk a lot. I'm not a big talker. I don't like small talk. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at telling stories. So when we're at home, that's not something I do it here because it's my job. I have to fill time. So you could just back off, buddy.
You know how many days we spend on the morning show on average a year? Of course, we take days off. But if we didn't take a day off,
how much?
22 days.
22 straight days?
Yep.
2 hours a day?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got
around 520 hours.
That is 10 hours a week of just constant nonstop talking.
Except for the breaks we take.
No, because we're Facebook Live, we got to talk during that too.
That's right. We are live now. Used to, we got little breaks, and I got to go sit in my chair over here. It was great. And now the Carmine Family Dental Cams, as great as they are, make me work straight through. And now after the show, I'm exhausted. Like I'm shot when we're done. We in the past year, we've added 30 minutes to the show. We were going 6:30 to 8. Now we're 6:30 to 8:30, and then we added the cameras. And so it has become quite the job.
You didn't ask me about celebrity birthdays.
Celebrity birthdays, Holly.
It's the Notorious B.I.G.'s birthday today. Biggie Smalls. He loves it when you call him Big Papa.
Does he?
Also, Mr. T has birthday. He turns 73 today. I pity the fool who don't tell him happy birthday today. That's it.
Oh, boy. Trey said Holly's got it figured out. Just leave during the breaks. And then you get.
Sometimes
it's not 2 hours of straight talking for Holly. She's just gone.
Sometimes I have to walk outside and scream. That's it.
That's what you hear. That's the sound you hear. It's
When
Holly.
you wake in the morning and you step outside, take a deep breath, and you scream.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here. It's we're rolling past the top of the hour, so that means it's time for Morning Show Overdrive, financed by our friends at New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team with over 60 years of experience can put you in the right loan product for you and your family. Learn more at newhavenmtg.com. Was it how I said you?
Yeah.
For you.
No.
Yo. newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9 FM. Worldwide at thunder1320.com.
It may take me a long time to tell a story sometimes when I'm trying to
This local news update
be,
is brought to you by Spring Street Market.
I don't want to say politically correct.
Yeah, we're not PC here, Holly. She's just trying not to upset anybody, but I don't even care. The problem is with not trying to upset anyone is even when we do all the good we can do, we still piss somebody off. So I don't even care. So what's the point of trying?
Josh tells the same stories.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You tell the exact same stories. Although recently you've been telling me stories that I've never heard about you.
I figure she probably can't leave me now.
From high school.
I think
It's probably a good thing you never told me those stories earlier.
I think it's just memory coming back, really.
Because ours are graduating?
Yeah, I think it's just your brain starts to recall things. It's not like intentional. It's just like, oh, yeah, I remember this now. That's all.
I got invited to a party one time. It was like the first party I had ever been invited to in high school. I think I was a junior. And then we were all standing outside. And I'm like, there were some cool kids there. I didn't hang out with the cool kids, so it's kind of a big deal for me. And I wanted to be cool. And they were standing in a big circle. And I realized they were passing around a little marijuana cigarette.
Oh.
And I had my.
Your mom was watching.
Like I said earlier in the show, my parents were law enforcement. There is no way I was going to do that. I didn't care how cool. So when it got to me, I just passed it.
Yeah.
Passed it.
Just say no.
And I never got invited back to another party. Yeah.
Nah, she ain't coming. She's not cool.
That was one and done. They were like,
she's not coming. This is me. This meme you sent me with the Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a phone.
That's you looking at radio stations for sale in the area.
It says me looking at real estate in the place I'm on vacation, trying to figure out if I should just move there. And I do that every time I go on vacation. I'm like, let's just take a look, see what it costs to live down here.
We're in Panama City. He's like, there's a radio station down here for sale.
Yeah, a radio station for sale and real estate. And I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just sell where we're at. Let's just get out of here.
1079 The Dolphin.
They probably would like the morning show down here too. They grow to love us. We'll just take this show on the road. One day we'll get over 100 viewers over here on Thing, and look out. Well, you know, the most viewers we probably ever had was T-shirt controversy, the Warren County T-shirt controversy.
Was that?
Oh yeah.
That was more than the nude box?
No, nude box. I'm saying since we returned. You know, we did the cameras before years ago for a little while, and we just didn't want to do them anymore.
Is that something bad?
It just required me to think for a second before I answered it. Yeah, Holly did a nude box one day, and we had a lot of people watching that one. We should go back and find that and see how it's doing. Like it's, you know what I mean? We should bring that back. Bring back clips of it. Like I could go get some screen records of it and play it. And then Karen Hedgecloth got very upset at you.
Who got mad? Oh gosh.
Tell the girl put on more clothes.
Well, yeah, and the guy telling me I had small boobs.
He's like, yeah. He was like from some other state. Like this thing had started getting out.
Was he from another state?
Oh yeah, he wasn't here.
You can wear an outfit like that when you ain't got no boobs.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that fits. You ain't got no chest.
What?
He's a real fun person to be around. She didn't name names.
Who?
Trey said, "No, Holly's snitching, talking about your story. You definitely not getting invited back."
I did not tattle. In fact, in the 5th grade, I was voted most trustworthy.
Oh, was that in the yearbook?
Well, I have a trophy. I got it from Westwood Elementary School.
I was about to ask if that's when you were in Augusta.
Nope. I learned in Augusta, snitches wind up in ditches
Holly went to an interesting
because
elementary
of
school.
all the crack hoes in the ditches.
Is this something you really want to have said?
No.
She's off the rails this
I
morning.
don't want to have said that.
Too late now. It was rough down there, though.
If I told somebody I ate grass, if I told everybody I ate grass, I didn't smoke it.
But in 7th grade, you did eat some. That's why she didn't smoke that when they passed it around. She's like, I ate
I've
some
had it
before.
It tastes disgusting.
That's nasty. I'm not
Those
smoking that.
things.
Yeah. What are we doing this segment here?
I guess we can talk about Butker.
Oh, yeah, Harrison Butker. Have you said the full statement? The full?
What? Come again?
Have you seen the full speech or just the clips?
I read the transcript of the full speech.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just asking.
Have you?
Because they are small business. Learn how they can help you. Bankwithpeoples.com or sportsunder1320.com.
Studies show that 9 out of 10 Manchester residents listen to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. The 10th guy? He doesn't even have a radio. Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Cash out refinance, a great way to take advantage of the equity in your home. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317. They're right here in Manchester. We were going to talk Harrison Butker here, but Trey has reminded us we only have 15 minutes, so I don't know if Holly's going to have enough time to get into this. What's wrong with my bell, man? Anyway, that's what we were going to talk about here. If you want to watch the show with Trey and make fun comments, you can do that on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cameras. I heard Dr. Carmine is listening to the show this morning while he's on his excavator. That's loyalty right there. Dedication, man. People they got to get their morning show.
You were on the excavator yesterday.
I was too.
Guys like their
there's nothing more
machines.
Fun. There's nothing more fun than big construction toys. Like if there's any people out there with the gender confusion, get on a Bobcat and drive it around for a little while. That'll tell you. You get a kick out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the male side. All right, we've got a few more minutes left. Anyway, the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. You can rewatch the show later. Also, listen to the show later on Instagram, or not Instagram. No, on Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. All right, Holly, go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about Harrison Butker.
Kicker for the Chiefs.
I know that it happened last week.
Yeah, we've not really discussed it.
But we haven't had the opportunity.
I think we talked a little bit off air about it. Maybe last week or early this week.
People are up in arms because
they're upset that he said the things he said.
When I woke up the next day and I saw the headlines that he, he gave a outrageous speech at it's a Catholic college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was some smaller school. I'd have to go back and look.
He's Catholic, but a lot of the speech had references to religion and how far maybe the country has gone.
Which seems appropriate considering the school he was at.
I think that the issue that some folks had was...
Well, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Why?
No, I'm just going to let you keep telling your story, Ollie. like Trey reminded us, was only 15 minutes. I probably ought not interject.
He said that about, I shouldn't have scrolled. I had it right here and I scrolled.
She got ADD as bad as me.
He talked about being unapologetic in your masculinity, fighting against the cultural emasculation of men. Do hard things, never settle for what's easy. You might have a talent that you don't necessarily enjoy, but if it glorifies God, maybe you should lean into that a little more, and things like that.
Heaven forbid.
One thing he said about women is that as you prepare to enter the workforce, it is extremely important you actually think about the places you are. No, that's not it. Women.
Really,
it was
we didn't have a 7-minute break to prepare for this segment.
You stop it. I don't want to misspeak. Okay, here it is. For the ladies present today, congratulations on your amazing accomplishment. Like, he's acknowledging that it was an amazing
to graduate college.
To graduate. Yes. You should be proud of all that you have achieved at this point in your young lives. So he's like, good job. You're young and you've done big things. But what people got mad about is when he started talking about the majority of you are going to be excited about marriage and having kids and starting a family. And some people took it as, look, here are these women who just got their diploma, graduated college, and here's this man up here being like, yeah, you did that, but the best thing you're going to do is be a stay-at-home housewife and mom.
I didn't take it that way.
That's what some people took it as. And
some people took it as a reason to get pissed. That's what people do.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's talking about religion and traditional family values, and I don't like it. That's the way I took it.
The thing that, but like, I didn't care about what that I would love to be a stay-at-home wife and mom. That's what I would, if I could pick of something to do, I would want to do that. And it's because I do enjoy it. I am old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. I like the men to be man.
You mean you don't want your man running in a girls' cross-country race?
No.
And winning?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
So
we're on the same page there.
I like when the man takes the garbage out. Can I take it out? Absolutely, I can. I am perfectly capable. I like that there are more masculine things that he does, like get on the excavator,
tear stuff out of the ground.
I like planting flowers. I don't see Josh going around planting flowers, but I don't be like, you don't do these things, because you're a meathead.
Nicole said he basically said women's roles in the home are to be there to clean. So?
No, Josh is making a joke. I like that. It didn't bother me because that's where I want to be.
I took it as him saying, look, you're going to have careers, but don't forget that. And if I can change the words around a little bit, the way I took it was, congratulations on graduating college. You're going to have careers, but for many of you, your biggest job is to be a good mom and to be a good wife. I don't.
And I can understand how some women that was a turnoff for them, because some women are very passionate about their work and it makes them feel good, and I think that's awesome. We need more women like that. Or
I think you ought to be tender.
You're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it.
I myself would just, that's not what I want to do.
Well, dude has sold a ton of jerseys since this has happened. Like, I think they sold out of his, because I'm sure they didn't have a lot of Harrison Butker jerseys in stock.
Also, being the wife of an NFL kicker, being a stay-at-home wife,
right.
Yeah, sign me up for that. I don't think it's the same as being the stay-at-home wife of a radio show host.
Yeah, which is impossible. Or let's rework that. The stay-at-home wife of a small-town radio show host. Like, if you were the wife of Rick Burgess, Rick and Bubba, that's a little different. He makes a little bit more coin than I do.
I did think that maybe it was not, you can have those views, but maybe after people had paid all that money,
We're going to pay it back. It's fine. We're paying it back
to get there and worked all that time to get their degree to hear, hey, you know, your number one job is going to be something that every woman can do.
Tracy, the kicker's wife, gets made fun of. She probably doesn't get invited to the parties. Ashley says too many people's first reaction is to be big mad. I agree. Let's just slow down.
But a lot of people were calling for him to be removed from
they
the
were
team.
trying to get him released. I'm like, they're not going to release this guy over this.
And I thought that was what was dumb. Like, should he have said that there? I don't know.
We don't allow other people to have their own opinions without thinking they should be canceled. It's a cancel culture situation. Yeah. And I feel like some of the cancel culture has kind of died off a little. Not it's still there, but it's not been quite as successful.
You know what?
People are finally pushing back against it.
You know who started pushing back first is the comedians. Yeah. They've been speaking out against it for a long time because they would make a joke and people would get mad and try and cancel them. And finally, other comedians started to say, you know what? No, these are jokes. Yeah. This is what if you don't like it, get thicker skin. And I have thick skin, I guess. Stuff just doesn't bother me. I didn't hear that and was like, oh, he needs to be released. You know, I was
you can like it or not like it, but leave the dude alone in terms of trying to get him run out of his job.
He didn't
like I don't understand that side of it. People want the athletes to be social warriors or whatever, and I'm just not. I don't need that. Don't want that. Don't want to hear that.
Maybe you should check what he's gonna, where his beliefs are. But before you ask somebody to come speak.
Don't be Will Smith at a comedy show, basically.
Yes.
Don't get up and go hit the comedian. How he got away with that's beyond me. Like, what happened if I want to get up and go hit the comedian? Like if you go to a comedy show and they start picking on you in the audience, you can't just go hit them.
The slap heard around the world.
You can't just go hit them. That's against the rules.
Why was that allowed? Yeah, why was that allowed to happen?
Well, don't worry. They banned him from that awards show, Holly. He can't go back. Whichever one it was. I don't watch a lot of that.
We would have been taken out in handcuffs.
Right.
But Will Smith, allowed to sit
he went back to his seat and watch the rest of the show.
He was allowed to sit there.
And then he's going to tell you how to vote. It's like Taylor Swift, who's going to jet around the world in her jet and then tell you how to vote about green energy. There was a story about that, the amount of miles that she flew. It was nuts. And that's fine. But do not tell me
right,
that I shouldn't fly or that I have to drive an electric vehicle. Like, honey, you just flew 12 hours just to watch your boyfriend play football. It's not like you were headed to a very important conference.
That's funny because that's what Josh calls going to the bathroom. So anytime he says something about a conference.
I have a very important conference. I'll be back in about an hour. Thunder Radio Morning Show, Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. We're running out of time fast this morning. Want to tell you real quick about the temperature outside. We're warming up. It is sunny out there, and we are at 73 degrees. High today of 83. Rain back into the forecast by this afternoon, and tonight could see a stray shower before then as well. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Graduates get 30% off this week at Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street. Give them a follow on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique.
Calling all homeowners. If you're looking to breathe new life into your budget, New Haven Mortgage is here for you. We specialize in refinancing, bringing you tailored solutions to help you save money and achieve your financial goals. At New Haven Mortgage,
she said goes.
And we're committed to finding the best refinancing options for you. Whether it's lowering your interest rate, consolidating debt, or accessing your home's equity with a cash-out refinance, we have just the tool for you. Visit our office.
These people need to grow up in the world we grew up in. Survival of the fittest in every aspect. I feel like this generational shift has been pretty extreme. I think technology, social media have made it worse. Every generation is different, right? It's like back when I grew up, I feel like there's the huge shift now in AI and all the things that kids have access to. It's just made the world so different. I think we're the last good generation, millennials. We're the last, and I'm talking about the early generation, the older millennials. Like, I'm barely a millennial by a couple of years. Don't compare me to the millennials born in '94. Okay, we're not the same.
Manchester wants to be your jewelry store. Shop the huge selection of new and used jewelry.
Do we really have to talk business today?
Yeah, we do. I got business stuff to talk about. It's gonna be great.
Hoppers has jewelry repair and custom ordering on semi-mounts and remounts.
You're not Gen Z, Trey. Or are you saying Gen Z is the last good? Well, what? We're millennials. Somebody's on my back porch.
Is it Justin?
Probably. Just camping out back there, I guess.
Is he sitting down?
I don't know. I'm trying to get there to see.
Make yourself at home.
No, it's getting the excavator. Somebody's digging a hole. You know, we have reached the age where we can say kids these days. Hey, we're getting old, man. Holly's gonna be 40 next year. All right, are you gonna be 40 next year? Next July? Oh, Gen Z broke the world. Yeah, Gen Z broke the world. Gen Z is the worst. Gen Z and Zuckerberg. We're becoming too smart for our own goods. What's happened? The ability to do the things that we do with our videos and AI access. Thanks for hanging out with us today, y'all. We're about done.
Sorry that I'm not better.
No, I thought you had a good show.
I just want to be at home cleaning my house, tending my youngins.
You don't want to be around them kids.
I would have chickens and goats and make my own soap and stuff. That would be me.
We walked by a soap store yesterday at the Avenue. You seen that soap store? It smells real good, but I'm like, how much soap do you got to sell to sustain a whole store?
Yeah.
At the Avenue, because you know it's expensive rent.
Is it Bar City or
Yeah.
something city?
Bars. I think it's Soap City. It's
No.
Soap City.
No.
Bar City. I thought it was Soup City. Not Soup
Soup?
City. Soap. I thought it was Soap City because I thought it looked like it said Soup City. So I thought it was Soap City.
No, it's not either one of those.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Soap City.
Buff City Soap.
Buff City Soap. I thought it said Buff City Soup. I was like, huh. Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, where Down Home Cooking meets Southern Hospitality. Let's tell you what they got for lunch today on this Wednesday. They got country fried steak or chicken and dressing. On the sides, you could get mashed potatoes, creamed corn, green beans, pinto beans, mixed greens, fried okra, coleslaw, broccoli salad, potato salad, cornbread salad, blueberry or orange congealed salad. All that available. Do a meat and two or meat and three at your choice. So get on by and check them out at the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, where Down Home Cooking meets Southern Hospitality. They start serving lunch today at 11 o'clock. They'll be there for dinner tonight as well at the Merc. So get on by and say hello. 210 North Irwin Street, right across from the Manchester Police Department. All right, Holly, good show.
Thank you.
Sorry I didn't have you on.
Yeah, that's generous.
Say thank you again.
Thank you.
Do it the right way.
Thank you.
That's how we like to hear it. We'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 to 8:30. Until then, you can watch replays of the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. You can listen to replays later on Apple or Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly and give us a subscribe there. You can also find us at thunder1320.com. Click on downloads. Got Swap and Chop coming up next. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Good morning,